Hey guys, welcome to this awesome video. In this video, we will be reacting to another video. In the video, we reacted to craziest items sold on eBay that you won't believe. Let's get into it. Now, I hope you guys have been liking these videos, by the way, lately, and the new intro. Let's get into it.
Top 10 weirdest things bought on eBay.
Okay.
eBay. If you need anything, you can find it here. From trading cards to washing machines to houses to the secret to the existence of life. If that isn't enough for you, then maybe these ornamental chess pieces from India? Only 50,000 rupees? No? How about a reasonably priced old couch or desk lamp? There are millions of old objects you can find on eBay, from rare things to common things, to things you don't want, somebody else needs, to something that nobody needs and nobody wants. The possibilities are endless. Here are some of the weirdest, wackiest, randomest things that have ever sold on eBay. Number 10. Have you ever thought about selling your body for cash? Look no further because web developer Andrew Fisher had the genius idea to sell the space on his forehead to the highest bidder, and the company SnoreStop thought he had some pretty good-looking real estate. They dropped their logo on it for the nominal fee of $37,000. Fisher had a temporary tattoo that read SnoreStop stuck right above his eyebrows and made $37,000 to do it. Let me know if you would sell your forehead to an advertiser for that much. How much would you do it for? $10,000? How much do you think Drake's forehead would sell for? I bet Kleenex would pay a pretty penny for that spot. I bet they'd even throw in a lifetime supply of tissues as well so that he could wipe away all of his Drake tears. Number 9. Did you know that a single cornflake sold on eBay in 2004? That's not a big deal. Cornflakes are common, right? Exactly. That's why it's pretty weird when a single flake of the crunchy, corny goodness sells for $1.38 when anyone could just buy their own box for just a few dollars more. I wonder who was looking through eBay for cornflakes in the first place. Maybe they had this specialized cereal collection. I've heard of those. And this was a rare piece that most of us wouldn't understand. eBay reportedly threatened to take the post down because it did not list an expiration date. However, the seller conducted the transaction before it was taken down, and the precious cereal was delivered without a hitch. Someone's collection is almost complete. All they need is a Fruit Loop and a Crunch Berry, and they'll be unstoppable and able to take over the world.
Okay.
Or they'll just have one really stale bowl of cereal. One or the other, not both.
What?
Number 8. Everyone always loves some good religious paraphernalia, especially when something rare appears in an unexpected place. A Florida woman was making a grilled cheese sandwich when she discovered there was something holy about it, and it wasn't the Swiss cheese. On her crispy snack, she discovered that there was a perfect portrait of the Virgin Mary. So she went and put it on eBay because what else would you do with it? The cheesy depiction of the holy woman ended up selling for $24,000 and was bought by online casino GoldenPalace.com, who also bought a Dorito shaped like the Pope's hat for $1,200 the next year. The sandwich has been rumored to never grow old and constantly smell heavenly. Get it? Heavenly?
Okay.
Number 7. Taking a step forward and expanding the definition of what it means to be an organ donor, William Shatner sold a kidney stone of his for $25,000 back in 2006. I got a buddy who gets kidney stones relatively often, and he says that passing them is excruciatingly painful and disturbing process. He likes to keep them in a little glass jar, but I think we should sell them. Do we have any takers? $5, $10,000, anybody? The Star Trek star would end up donating the money to charity, but I can imagine that having the ability to pee out $25,000 makes a person feel pretty good, even when that tiny pebble is trying to fit through a very tiny tube. Ouch. Number 6. How much would you pay for lunch? Would you pay $100,000? Would you pay $100? $1,000? How about $2.3 million? Yes, it happened. Last year, a Chinese businessman paid the massive sum in order to have a single lunch with investor and business innovator extraordinaire
$2.3 million?
Who probably told him all the secrets of the economy over a warm eggs Benedict.
The lunch is about made out of real gold.
Except that's breakfast, you dumbass. Buffett has been known to sell an annual lunch for multiple millions of dollars every year and always donates the payments to charity, which is probably the only right thing to do. After all, $2 million for someone to take you out to lunch is ridiculous, and I would gladly take any one of you watching this video for only half that price. DM me for details. Serious inquiries only. Must not be a vegan. Number 5. When I said the meaning of life was sold on eBay, I wasn't kidding. And for only $3.26. In the year 2000, a seller listed the meaning of life with the description reading, "I have discovered the reason for our existence, and I will be happy to share this information with the highest bidder." Only 8 bids were ever placed on it. But alas, one person would end up victorious. That buyer could not be reached for comment because they were on a higher plane of existence. Go figure. Number 4. Remember that hat Pharrell wore back at the Grammys in 2014 and everybody thought it was the most outrageous fashion decision? I don't know why it was such a big deal over just a hat that stuck about a foot directly upward. I mean, it's no meat suit or anything. Anyway, Pharrell reportedly sold the hat to the fast food chain Arby's because the hat looked so much like their logo that they just had to have it. Nobody knows what store Pharrell bought the infamous hat at, but apparently the secret was well kept enough for Arby's to get it directly from the man himself for a ridiculous amount of money in the form of $44,000. Talk about high fashion. Legend has it that the hat travels from store to store in a reinforced iron box, and only the owner of each franchise is allowed to wear it for 5 minutes. It's rumored to inspire sales by up to 50% on the month after the owner gets powered up. Hey, whatever works. Number 3. How much would you pay for a fun-filled weekend with 4 Australian men? Somebody paid just under $1,000 after some guys posted up an ad on eBay that advertised the product as including some beers, some snags, some good conversation, and a hell of a lot of laughs. I wonder if that was a one-time deal, or if we can still find those guys online. If not, you can call us Top 10 Guys. We'll do anything for money, especially hanging out. The Australian men never mentioned if the transaction was ever carried out in full, but the money was transferred and the funds were received. Hey, everybody! This round's on the sap who paid to hang out with us. Unless you're a fan, in which case, you're the smartest person on earth. Number 2. Getting into the end of our list, there's one thing on this list that makes sense to want, although would be difficult to store. The original Hollywood sign went for almost $500,000 after it was replaced and somehow given to a guy who didn't want to keep it. The Hollywood sign that's up now is actually the second version of the sign.
Really?
The first one making someone's man cave pretty freaking epic. Imagine having that monumental landmark in your own possession. Number 1. Saving the grossest for last is something that we don't usually do here, but in this case, we made an exception. Because I didn't want to believe that this was real until the moment I had to read it. Somebody allegedly dug through Britney Spears' trash cans outside of her house, found an old used pregnancy test, and put it online for auction. Are you serious? Yeah, we're serious, sadly. The test went for $5,001 when it was sold by a Los Angeles radio station for some disgusting contest. The buyer, unsurprisingly, was GoldenPalace.com. If they're buying all the weird stuff, maybe they'll sponsor our next video and buy some ad space on my forehead. Please? Although Britney Spears never responded to questions about the pregnancy test, people are willing to assume that it's hers just because it makes it much less interesting if it wasn't hers, and makes for way better lists. Well, that's our list of top 10 weirdest things.
That is weird. Why would you... What? Okay. I guess I'm done. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to like, and I guess I will see you guys on next time. Goodbye.